Hey everyone, I'm MrHarr, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Driftmoon. In the last episode, we got the Gem of Search. We found out that a shapeshifter was impersonating the abbot, and we fought them, and we won, of course. And we also talked to Robert some more, and he told us to go to the Nomon Docks to get to the next gem. But before we do that, we need to actually go back to the chamber area where we fought the shapeshifter, because there are actually some like some mushrooms and chests in there that I want to get. Not that we especially need them, but you know, it's always good to have stuff. Got all that. Mushroom. Oh, you can move mushrooms. I may have talked about that already. I don't remember. Okay. Along with this, actually, also I thought there was something here. Anyway, there's also stuff in the abbot's office. In his chest that the shapeshifter wouldn't let us open. There's some evilberry juice and stuff. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, let's go to the Nomon Docks. I thought this would load faster, to be honest. Okay. And here we are. It doesn't feel like the tropic. If you remember last, I think someone told us it was a tropic area, but this obviously isn't. Whole place is frozen, Harrison. Yes, it has. This is oddly ominous. Not oddly, because we're kind of used to saying ominous things, I suppose. Oh no, someone's been petrified again, just like back home in North Drop. It is Ixel's doing. So apparently the Nomon Docks has been attacked and frozen. Everyone's been frozen. I have a feeling there's a goldfish nearby. Oh great, need to spend wait, where is it? Goldfish. Oh cool. I was gonna say we're gonna spend a long time looking for it, but alright, 50 money, not bad. He's petrified too, so this place has been attacked, obviously, and people have been frozen. Box of frozen fish. There's a house here. Oh, look! It's Annie and William. Hello, Harrison. Hi. Can I close the door? Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Annie, see if we can find out what's going on. Annie, the arrow merchant from the monastery, greets you. Hello, Harrison. It's been great to see you again. It's great to see you. It's not been great to see you again. Whatever. William and I have been so happy together ever since you helped us. Annie's eyes sparkled with happiness as she gazed upon at her limping limping husband William. William's foot got caught in a crack in the ice and broke, but he won't rest, no matter what I tell him. Then she turns towards the window, looking worried. We arrived here at the docks a few days ago. I wonder what on Driftmoon has happened to this place. It was supposed to be a tropical paradise, but now everyone and everything is frozen. It's like a nightmare. We've examined some of the people, and it's like they've been turned to statues and frozen as well. What could have caused that? This must be King Ixel's doing. He petrified everyone in my home village, North Drop, long before I met you two at the East Monastery. I never knew that. You must have been devastated by such a horrible tragedy. Who am I to blame an undead king for trying to take over the world? If it's your goal, you're bound to step on a few toes. Let's go with the other one. It's quite a shock. My mother was turned to stone and my father was taken captured by Ixel's troops. Your mother must have looked just like William's father does now. Just a statue standing in the corner. It's awful. But your father, he may still be flesh and blood. I'll pray that you yourself stay away. Stay safe from that monster Ixel. I can't talk. And that you can save your father before he's turned to stone as well. Let's see. Do you know anything about what's happened? My first thought was that we had a severe compass malfunction, had traveled back north all the way back to Mount Whitebeard. She smiled, then her expression changed back to concern. I can't stop thinking about all these people, all the statues of ice. Just wish there was something we could do to help them. Have you found anyone that's not frozen? There's a young girl, Saria. Like, that's a word's girlfriend. And I call her Sierra, I think, up until this point. Apparently it's Saria. I think I'm just going to keep calling her Sierra, because that's going to be easier for me, and it's not that much of a difference, I hope. This young girl, Sierra, who had arrived just before, she'd been trying to think of a way to melt down her great uncle, who doesn't seem petrified, just very frozen. We tried bringing him in here, but that didn't help. But Sierra thinks she might be able to help him with the old captain's magical warm room she calls the sauna. I think Sierra's from someplace far away, north something, I don't exactly remember. I know a girl from Sierra from my home village, North Drop. I bet she's the same person. Wow, she's from your home village, what a wonderful coincidence. It must be nice to come across an old friend like that. Too bad Sierra is so worried about her uncle, that old captain. I wish we could think of a way to unfreeze him. I'm supposed to find the steam whale company here. Do you know anything about it? It's somewhere to the northeast of here. We visited the place once, but we were met by an extremely impolite gargoyle. Annie looks away offended by the memory. Looks offended by the memory. Gosh, I can't read today. But we didn't find anyone else here, not even anyone petrified, just a lot of buzzing electric flies. That's interesting. I think that there's some stuff we want to buy. Can we look at her stuff? Here's a quiver of jagged arrows. So basically this is like our endless quiver here, except that it uses we can shoot jagged arrows with it instead of regular arrows. It does cost one more mana point per arrow, but I think that's worth it personally. And then we have the holy sandals. When the so-called Saint Bunderfall was commanded by a voice to take off his sandals before entering the house of his fathers, he didn't find them again. When he returned, the holy sandals had been stolen by Saint Buford's followers, surprisingly and particularly, even though they have many holes in them, they give you quite a boost of speed. The holy sandals have holes in them. Yeah, they went there. But they give us +5 speed as opposed to our current sandals, which only give us +2 speed, so we're gonna buy them just because apparently we need to be faster. And I think that's everything except for this thing, a fake arrow hat. This hat makes you look like you have an arrow sticking through your cranium. There's no reason to buy this, but I want it anyway. Goodbye. Let's just go equip some stuff. Oops, don't want to turn that on. Okay, let's equip that. That's basically it. That was such a waste of 12 coins, but oh well. Let's put our helmet back on, and we can, hang on, let me just do this real quick. I don't know where to put this, up here. What else did we get? We got sandals, holy sandals, and we'll sell these. Come here, Annie. Okay, I want to sell these sandals. This is an exciting episode so far. I think that's all. Let's talk to William now. More reading, yay! William, the silent monk from the monastery, lums towards you. Hi again, Harrison. Have you seen my beautiful home village? A real paradise this is. Don't you agree, Dad? William seems to have directed the question toward the petrified man in the corner. This is my dad's forge. We lit up the fire to try and keep warm up some of the people, but nothing helps. What's happened here, William? We still have no idea what caused it, but I have a feeling it's something similar to what happened to your village, Northrop, wasn't it? Poor Annie can't even sleep at night without being so frightened. And the only one who could help us is tell us more is nearly frozen to death and can't speak. Have you seen Captain Catdog already? No, I haven't seen him yet. Have you tried to help him? We tried warning him here by the forge. The old man spent a few good days right by the fire, but that didn't seem to change a thing. It seems the guy need more serious magic to warm up. Maybe something hotter could do the trick. Oh wait, what did we say? Oh, nothing. Actually, we carried him to this little room on his boat. It was really difficult with my leg like this, but Annie and Sierra weren't strong enough to drag a huge man like Catdog. Without me, we haven't got the sauna stove to light up yet. Sierra told me it's called a sauna, the magic room for sweating and relaxing and warmth. Williams. His voice trails off as if he's thinking to himself, what is this with the sauna anyway? Who'd want to spend their time in a tiny dark room sweating like a gourd? Although Annie thinks it might be good for my leg. Who knows? What happened to your leg? We already know this. Got caught in the stuff. Okay. How have you and Annie been since I met you at the monastery? We've been so happy together, can't thank you enough for uniting. She's lovely, sweet, don't know how I could have lived my life without her. Goofy grin. Dinah asked you this. Did you find out who was trying to separate Annie and me at the monastery with those fake letters? It was evil shapeshifter who had infiltrated the monastery. It was impersonating the abbot. That's why Abbot Fern had been, acting weird for quite some time. Don't worry, the shapeshifter is taken care of now. That's good to hear. Hey, wait a minute. How do I know you're really you and not some evil shapeshifter who's imprisoning you? Oh no, you've discovered me. I was actually a horrible shapeshifter working for your evil King Ixel. Now watch as I turn you into slimy Smiba. Good point. If I were you, I wouldn't trust myself either. If I were a shapeshifter, it would have been seriously stupid of me mentioning a shapeshifter was posing as the abbot firm, wouldn't it? You have a good point. As a servant of evil, you would probably look fairer and feel fouler than you. No, that didn't come out some right. I'm sorry I doubted you, Harrison, my friend. You're fine. We don't really need to know that. What are you working on right now? I'm trying to modify Arillo so we might be able to get rid of all this ice. I'm not sure if it'll work on magical ice, though it's worth a shot. After that, I may start some new weaponry or maybe an awesome shield. I do love making shields. I found a schematic for some kind of metal cage in the smithy. My dad seemed to be working on it right now, right before the attack, but since whoever ordered it is probably a statue now, I don't see the need to continue Dad's work. William glances at this at his petrified father. I don't remember if I told you, but my dad's a smith. Well, he is, or was, a very skilled one. We were supposed to combine our talent and make this the greatest smithy in this side of the pink tree. But now it looks like a great pair of pretty big boots to feel in that, and the schematic of a mystery cage sitting on this table. Okay, a cage, what do you think? Do you have any idea what it's ordered for? Some kind of animal, don't know what kind of animal, no idea, strange part of its insulation. I haven't got a clue. Anyone would want an electricity proof cage that's also magnetic. Okay, that's all. Unfortunately, I think there's more reading. Before we do that, there's a silver feather right here. Petrified girl, petrified. Looks like William, and there's a giant here, dude. That's one big guy. Okay, there's more reading here. I know it's this. I don't think there's gonna be anything like fighting in this episode. It's just a bunch of reading, unfortunately. Hunt for the Night Wolf. Let's just skim over this. This guy needed to go on a quest to prove his worth. Dangerous animal, bring it home as a trophy. He prepared, took all the advice he could. Good luck. The path, a ferocious night wolf. Night wolf would show you, earn him a place at the table of warriors. Just as someone has taught him. He got closer as he chose a weak wolf, and just as the old warriors taught him, he attacked with a terrible war cry, and just like that, poor Binfrey was eaten by a 50-pack strong of ferocious night wolves. While some advice may be useful, some will be utterly useless, and sometimes a piece of advice can be prove fatal. So don't let others do your thinking, do it yourself. Now be sure to remember the wise advice given in this story. Take it to heart and do not argue against it. It's just kind of something funny, and ironic, I suppose. Now, this is actually the story behind the evil berry. I want it built right here, the fat merchant said to Mr. Tinsel the builder. Just cut down that berry bush, and Mr. Tinsel set to work. He took out the plans and carefully measured and marked the outlines for the merchant's new house. Then he saw the bush was to be cut down. What a beautiful berry bush. I've never seen anything like it, Mr. Tinsel thought. A real shame to waste it. But he took out a small axe and cut down the bush. After that, Mr. Tinsel had his lunch, a bush full of red delicious berries. Ouch! He nearly broke his teeth on one of the stones in the berries. It took him a little while to learn to eat around the stones, and as soon as his lunch was completed, he saw that it was time to go home for the evening. That's a long lunch. I told you to cut down that berry bush. You haven't even started yet, yelled the merchant at Mr. Tinsel as he arrived at the building site ready to start digging the foundations. Mr. Tinsel looked around, completely dumbfounded. Not only had the bush he had cut down yesterday grown back, but 3 other berry bushes grew right next to it. I'm sorry, I must have cut down the wrong bush yesterday, Mr. Tinsel tried to explain. I'm not paying you for yesterday's work, you useless lump. I want these bushes cleared. They are hideous. Start cutting. And as soon as the merchant stopped shouting directions how to operate a saw and left for his work, Mr. Tinsel started cutting down the bushes. At least he was good at, he had a good lunch eating the berries from all 4 bushes. Remembering that he forgot his shovel at home, Mr. Tinsel went back to get it. You've planted more and more of these, foul-smelling evil bushes. I'm this close to firing you, I really am. And sure enough, there were now a full 24 bushes growing where none had been. But I swear, no, this is your last chance, the merchant said icily. Get working. Muttering and murmuring, the merchant left, and Mr. Tinsel got to work. It took him a long time to cut down the bushes, but as soon as he was finished, it was time to eat again and go home. There were many bushes. Mr. Tinsel took some home to make juice out of them. The next day, Mr. Tinsel was fired. Evil berries, evil bushes, they're all out to get me. But I showed them, I burned them, ha! The merchant had indeed burned the evil bushes, and they never grew back. A job well done, he thought, as his new workers started building the much-awaited house. In the following years, Mr. Tinsel's evil berry juice was famed all around the 3 seas, and he was forever known as the discoverer of the highly magical plant that grows from seed to full height in exactly 1 hour, now known as the evil bush. But you should never do as Mr. Tinsel did and eat berries from an unknown bush. You never know how, just how deadly poisonous those innocent berries might be. Alright, so that was just kind of something interesting that took up, like, I don't know, a tenth of the video. Actually, it was about 2 minutes. Anyway, sorry. That kind of explains where the evil berries came from, or at least got their name. Look, a flying shark. That's kind of funny. For now, let's go down here, and I believe we have something kind of interesting. It's slippery ice physics. I don't know. A lot of people don't like ice physics. I kind of just like messing around on it and sliding. Anyway, let's look in here, and there is a silver feather. And there's also a little wolf named Hooky. Inside the box is a living cute wolf. Woof! The wolf wags its tails and looks around at the hockey puck eagerly, drool dripping down its spin. Oh, you want to play, do you? Woof! So you can kind of play a game of hockey with this guy. Wait, is he coming back? Oh, there he is. He'll push it into yours, or just do his best and kind of fling it. You can either grab it with the mouse and just do that. You get a goal. You can try pushing it with your body. That's a little challenging, but basically you don't ever win, you don't ever lose, you don't get anything as a reward. Well, you get the silver feather, but you don't actually have to play the game. And this little guy will just sit around here and play hockey by himself. So, see ya. And then, let's go over here and see if we could find Sierra. over right here. Find a wit, frozen man. I don't think he can talk away so badly. Oh, hey. A young woman greets you with a friendly smile. It's Sierra, Word's girlfriend from Northrop. Hey, wow, is it really you, Mr. H? I didn't think I'd come across anyone familiar this far away, except for Uncle Catdog, but well, he's not in any shape to chat with me, is he? Sierra looks gloomily at the trembling ice figures next to her. Hello, Sierra. What is it you're doing here anyway, Mr. H? It's not like, you're not, like, following me around, are you? Did my parents, set you on my tail because I left home to find Mom's diamond, or Word? Have you heard anything about Word? The girl blushes when he mentions her name. How did Word take it when I went to find the diamond? I sure hope he didn't, get too mad at me. When I arrived at Northrop, everyone except for Word had been turned to stone, and later Word was kidnapped by the evil King Ixel. What do you mean? Like, for real? You aren't kidding? My parents turned to stone? And Word, it's just like Word getting himself in trouble. Like Word getting himself into trouble. I've got to go save him. I show him not to mess with my boyfriend. The petite figure looks as fierce as a dragon hornet, ready to provide any threatening creature with a burning sting. I'll leave here just as soon as I find a way to help my poor Uncle Catdog. Don't worry, Uncle. I'm here to help you. I suppose you don't have any ideas of how we could unfreeze a magically frozen man. We already did the smithy. Not really. I don't know. We already know all this stuff pretty much. Well, I hope you're not still planning on looking for Word. You don't think I'm up to it, do you? Well, you're wrong. I made it this far without any help, and I'll make it inside of Honey Dragon's lair if I must. Honey Dragon. There's a lot of dragon things in this conversation. I guess there's only 2, but that's like 2 more than in most. I don't know where I was going with this. Don't you go patronizing me, Mr. H. I'm practically an adult anyway. Just point me in the right direction. There's no way I'm telling you to get yourself killed. I'll find it myself. I'll walk straight into the headquarters and ask for directions. Just promise me you'll stay hidden. If they catch you, they'll turn you into a statue. Finally, I promise I won't go charging at any monsters without you. You'll probably just want them all for yourself. But I'll find out as much as I can about this place, right after I find a way to help my poor old Uncle Catdog. Don't worry, Uncle. About that diamond you lost. What about it? You can quit. I found it. Keeping it. You don't need it. I found it. I don't have it on me. Okay, this is the one we want to do. I think that I mentioned in the first episode that the big blue diamond that we found was actually part of a quest later in the game, and this is it. So here we go. We can give the diamond to Sierra, and we get karma. Yay! Wow, thanks. You're something, Mr. H. She gives you a quick hug. But what do we do now? They're like massively more important than this diamond to focus on right now. Yep, there are. So bye. In here, not in here, but over here we have stuff. I think in barrels. Nope. Some of these are empty, some of them aren't, as you can see, I hope. Yep. Random things. Here's a parrot, if we can go downstairs. Hiss, who are you? Rawr. Oh yeah, are you the captain's parrot? Nay, I see what's happening here. Nay, if only I could understand a word you're saying, little guy. All the stories you little guys could tell. Hoo-ha-ha. Okay, so a parrot who makes different animal noises, I suppose. Okay. I wish I had just memorized which of these chests had stuff in them. Okay. Honestly, I think that's kind of it for stuff in here. Here's a lighthouse, but we'll get into that some other time. Oh wait, what does this say? Oh yeah, there's a sign on this little boat, the Titanic. I knew there was something on that, but I didn't quite remember what it said. And what's this? It's the famous ship Varquillian. The name has puzzled people for centuries. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe someone else does. Okay. I believe that there's stuff in all of these. And, okay. I guess if anyone is still watching at this point, I'm sorry for this not being a very exciting episode. We just kind of found out about a lot of stuff. Having a neat... Gosh dang it, Fizz, just stop saying random quips. Or don't, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know what I mean. So yeah, again, sorry this was not a very exciting episode, if anyone's still around, so I guess, if you're still around, thanks for watching, you're awesome, you've been awesome, and next time we're going to be going into the Steam Whale Company, hopefully getting our, all expense paid cruise to the islands to get the gem and stuff. So until next time, I hope you guys have an awesome day, /night, /morning, /evening, /whatever other vaguely specific time of day there is. And I think that is about it. So, see ya.